at any given time, we have anywhere from 10 to 40 properties that we have listed for sale just in the normal course of our flipping business. It was during the week of cold inclement weather, we had 2 showings, and last weekend we had over 13 showings. So you can see a huge increase in showings as the weather adjusts and as the weather changes. Let's jump into the market update. Been a pretty interesting, volatile market. Up here where we are, it was 3 weeks ago, we were experiencing temperatures of -12. Last Sunday, it was 58 degrees. And so we went from this huge swing. Well, for those of you who are in the northern states where you experience inclement weather and cold, snowy climates, you experience this, especially in the real estate markets. It's generally very slow from November, December, January, February, March, and we don't start to see the market really begin to unthaw until we hit our first weekend of sunny 60-degree temperatures. That's just how we know. And so from that first 60-degree day, the market just unthaws and goes on a tear through about mid-July, and then it cools off again until we get into late September. So that's what's happening through those times, okay? So what we're dealing with here is some interesting markets. I want to start with rates. So if you guys would please, let's write these down because I want you guys to have these for your notes. Now these are as of today. Today is Monday, February the 5th. And let's go here. Okay, here are your rates. VA, veterans rate, you're sitting at 6.49%. These are hot off the press today. Your conventional rate loans are coming in at 7.125. Your FH or your jumbo loans are sitting at 7.250. Your USDA loans right now sitting at 6.625%. And the creme de la creme, the one that's always going to be the lowest, your FHA rate is sitting at 5.990%. Okay? Oh, thank you, Peter. I will open us up in prayer in just a moment. Now remember, what we're looking for here, you guys, is this. When that rate hits 5.5%, that's when the market is going to take off. A lot of pent-up demand, a lot of people waiting to buy, a lot of people waiting to refinance. We did see a 10.7% uptick in mortgage applications last week. And this is causing a lot of momentum in the marketplace. Now, one of the reasons that rates went up, so from last week to this week, rates have gone up slightly, is due to a hotter than expected jobs numbers report from January, which are stoking the fears of inflation. Now, the inflation rate currently sitting at 3.0, okay? So let's talk inflation here. You guys need to understand this stuff so you understand how to read markets. So inflation right now is sitting at 3.0% and expected to be by the end of February to be at 2.6. Okay, so the inflationary goal is 2%. So until we get to the inflationary goal of 2%, rates are going to remain above 5.5 because as soon as rates fall below 5.5, we're going to see more consumer confidence, we're going to see more people getting jobs, and we'll talk a little bit more later about the jobs report, but the last thing I want to reference for you here is going to be unemployment. All right, so unemployment right now sitting at 4.2%, and they are planning on first half. Okay, so this is where it's going. Unemployment's going to 4.2. Right now, unemployment is sitting at 3.7. So they need unemployment to rise. So when unemployment goes up, Inflation goes down because fewer people with jobs, less spending, and that then is when the Feds will drop rates to get the market going again. So there's a lot of information that is messing with the markets, and the Feds are going, what do we do? So this week they actually raised rates. So we should now see a cooling off period. But I can tell you just from all of our listings, at any given time, we have anywhere from 10 to 40 properties that we have listed for sale just in the normal course of our flipping business. It was during the week of cold inclement weather, we had 2 showings, and last weekend we had over 13 showings. So you can see a huge increase in showings as the weather adjusts and as the weather changes.